Marriage, some people are just say, oh, I want to get married, I want to get married, I want to get married, without thinking of what's there after marriage. Now, let me give an example of myself. As a growing up child, each time I talk about marriage, I'm not just looking at the beautiful woman. I'm looking at if we get married, what do I have to sustain our living as long as we're married? What am I doing now? Is this sustainable? Wife is going to be my wife. Her problems are my problems. Her parents are my problems. Her family is my problem. That's the culture we belong.
Yeah.
So how am I going to face this? I need to ask myself that big question.
I don't know.
Huh? I'm like, oh, that's so beautiful, girl. Oh man, we're getting married. I can't miss you. And then you're not thinking. Then two, look at the structure of your wife, the woman you want to get married. Also know that this same woman you're seeing today, after giving birth to 2, 3 children,
Can add up.
may be a different woman entirely.
True.
So that's one of the big problem. 3, when the love is not natural, when those things come up,
Oh,
crisis will definitely stop.
true.
So when the foundation is not strong,
Yes.
it's
So,
laid wrongly.
yeah. So those are a lot of issues, but just to give you a brief analysis of the way it is. So marriage.
You're talking about this from the angle of a man, which is acceptable to me. But there is something I always say. A lot of times men, think and act like they're unchangeable. But the woman who is going to change tomorrow will also have a man who has changed.
Yeah.
What I tell the men is, when you tell me my wife is out of shape, or my wife is no longer the wife I married, it simply means that you as a man didn't do a good job. Because you should continuously encourage the woman to look good.
What Elizabeth?
And then you too.
Elizabeth, we married these young men they could tuck in their dresses and their stomachs were flat. And a lot of them, as we go down the line, they don't want one heavy
Pack.
strong pack.
No,
and we still keep them. So what made them think that it's okay for us not to add this
I
weight
don't
or
like. I don't like.
No,
that.
but you see the thing here. Okay, let me chip in now. You see
Hold
the,
on.
the-
Let
the-
me.
no, no, no. Let me. No,
Hold
no, no,
on.
no. No, you said your part.
Hold
So
on.
no, no, no. I will not accept
Because I will
that.
not allow this kind
No,
of talk.
No, but you know what? You see the thing
Which-
now
which
is that you see when you're dating, I always tell
My
people
brother.
that try and date, try and know your spouse. You don't just wake up one morning, this big man's son says, the mother says, okay, marry my daughter. They are in G's. Because basically now with the Gen Zs and the millennials, why are they having problems in their marriages? Because they don't even know the person they're getting married to. The problem now is that they want to keep that name. Let me use myself as an example. Donkey years ago, I was dating some guy. Well, he was from the supposedly big name. He was Yoruba. And one day I was called and said I didn't have a last name. So because I didn't have a last name, I should pack. I should leave the guy. The guy never came back to ask me what happened between me and his mom. He just moved on and married somebody with that supposedly last name. So the thing now is that most of the foundation of marriages in Nigeria now, these people don't date. They don't know each other. Most girls don't know how to cook. Most girls don't know how to do those things that our mothers used to do.
True.
And the biggest problem is that most women are not patient. Take it or leave it.
Talked about. You see that thing you said. I don't know why you were going. Look for something else to say.
no, I was just speaking to a point you made. I was just speaking to a point you made where you
About
said
the
that
size.
My
women will
point.
change after
Yeah.
2
My
or 3
point.
kids.
Yes.
These men also change.
Men change, but
Yes.
the ratio of men changing is
Yes.
not what you can talk about.
I agree
How?
because we have to give birth and all that. But even
Yes.
at that,
How many men change now?
we give you kids. We give you these wonderful kids, and you expect us to still look snatched and look all that.
Let me help
It's
you.
not possible.
Let me help you. Let me help you.
Yeah.
You're
Help
now
me.
coming to say you give wonderful. Do you know that as a woman, when you give birth in those days, our mothers, there are tradition, there are ways they take care of these things. But these days, everybody is doing a jabo. You can't even hold your stomach. You can't even put in that. I don't know what they call it. There's this very strong thing they use in holding that stomach that is almost suffocating them.
The sacrifice we go through. He even said it almost suffocating them.
Of course.
And so if the girls of nowadays say they're not doing it, you understand why they're not
But
doing
does
it?
it make you leave your wife?
No. Let me explain. Let me say what you need to understand. There are some men naturally they like slim women.
But they marry the big ones.
Hold on. Let me.
Okay.
Why are you always? Naturally, they like slim women.
Okay.
See, let me tell you, there are some men if you like, can be the most beautiful woman once you're fat.
It's a turn off.
Nothing. Now, so they now get married to this beautiful,
Slim.
Delicate looking woman.
Agbani.
Agbani Dariko.